Satchena Satchanoa Har 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 Sahai Hoa Satchena Satchanoa Har 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 Sahai Hoa Satchena Satchanoa Har Har Har.
Good morning, yogis. Satnam. Satnam. We made it. We made it to Kundalini Yoga. We made it to Saturday. We made it to February. Oh my gosh. How is everyone doing? Let me move this Buddha I brought in. I wanted to have this guy in here today. I want you to be able to see him. I'm starting our class this morning playing this mantra rather loudly. It's the mantra to remove obstacles. I don't know how all of you are doing, but for me, the energy, and a few other people I've connected with, the energy is feeling a little intense. I personally have been feeling a little swirly. I've been having a hard time, a little bit challenged, like being focused and steady and grounded. So, and I barely made it to class today. Telling you the truth, I barely made it here. And so I put this mantra on because it's the mantra that removes obstacles. And mantras carry a frequency, a vibration, as do we. And I was just thinking I should just be playing this mantra in the background all the time right now, because I need to recalibrate my frequency. I need to adjust my vibration to get in that space where I want to be. So it's excellent that you showed up here today. I appreciate you so much. Let's go ahead and get started with our Kundalini practice. So we're going to start with rubbing our palms together. This resets the space, resetting our energy for today. And it starts to work with creating some intentional energy. Creating some heat. Let out a few exhales out of the mouth. Deep inhales, complete exhales. Good. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Let's tune in with the Adi mantra. Ong Namo. Guru Dev Namo. We're going to chant this 3 times to align ourselves, to get internally aligned, and then to align ourselves with the lineage of the teachers that come before us, that brought us these practices. And we can, when we chant this, we tune into their wisdom, this ancient wisdom, and it links us as a chain as a link in that golden chain. So it activates our own internal wisdom. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out your mouth. Let's inhale to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Wonderful. Take a deep inhale. Suspend your breath. Engage belly button. Internally lifting from your sex organs, your lower abdomen, the spine lifts long and straight, and like feel like someone's lifting you up from the top of your head. And then exhale when you're ready. Good. Sit in stillness for a moment. Let's arrive. Let's arrive at our practice. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with a pranayama this morning. We're going to sit cross-legged. If you aren't already, you can also do this in a chair. If it's really challenging for you to sit cross-legged, sit however you can comfortably. Bring your hands to your knees, or if you're sitting in a chair with your legs extended, they're going to come to your thighs. We are doing a pranayama to really strengthen our lungs and build an internal heat. We're going to work with our internal fire. We're going to be doing a lot of internal work today with our digestive system, working with some of our internal organs. And this pranayama is going to start with getting into that space and bringing some energy and some warmth and heat into that space. Hands on knees, deep inhale. As deep as you can, then suspend the breath, hold the knees, and start your spinal flex. So it looks like this, and you're suspending the breath in, you're holding your inhale in, and you're flexing your spine forward and back, keeping the chin flat with the floor. When you can no longer comfortably suspend the breath, exhale out your mouth. Then inhale again. Really fill yourself up. Hold the breath and spinal flex. You can bring a little smile to your face, having arrived at our practice here today. Thank you so much for joining. And I really do hope you find these practices as beneficial as I do. The practices of Kundalini Yoga have changed my life. Exhale whenever you need to. It's a powerful exhale. You stop the flex. Powerful exhale out the mouth. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Flex. And everyone's lung capacity is different, and we're strengthening the capacity of the lungs. The winter months, the lungs tend to contract a little bit. We're not getting as much aerobic exercise, aerobic efficiency with our breaths. And everything contracts a little bit in the winter. You know, it's cold, we shrink in, but we want to stay expanded. So this practice is really expanding the lungs. Whenever you need to, you stop, powerful exhale, inhale deeply. We have just a couple more minutes of this, a couple more rounds. I hope you're starting to really feel a nice heat generating inside yourself. This is a good one for cold mornings. And your eyes are closed down now, and your gaze is focused internally at the third eye point. And you can also really feel how this is working, starting to move and massage the internal organs, moving the digestive tract, massaging them. I'm going to be quiet for one more round. Complete the round you're on. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath and hold a stillness. Exhale. And let yourself be at ease. Let that energy you generated circulate your entire body. Good. We have so many tools to create change if we just remember to use them, if we connect with these tools. Great. Go ahead and roll over your shins or move however you need to come into tabletop on your mat. Hands are beneath the shoulders, knees are beneath the hips. Drop the abdomen, lift your chin, lift your tail. Inhale, and exhale, round the spine. Starting to warm up the rest of our body with some cat-cow here. We're moving slowly at first. Wakening up the spine, awakening the spine. Our spine being this center channel that everything in the body is connected to. It all comes back to the spine. It all generates from the spine and spreads out there. So we really want this center channel, both the physical spine as well as the energetic central channel, Sushumna, that runs along the spine, to start to open gently for our Kundalini practice. And you're moving with your breath. So inhale as you lift the chin, exhale as you tuck the chin and really round the spine. Good. If you'd like to pick up the pace for the last few rounds, do so by deepening your breath. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, out the mouth. Walk your hands forward. About 3 hand lengths, and press back to a child's pose. Keep your arms extended. Inhale here, and then exhale, press forward, press the hips forward, open the shoulders, coming into cobra. Inhale, press back. Exhale, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders open, lift the chin, lift the top of the head, smile. And continue moving with your breath. I've been enjoying this little flow as an opener at the beginning of my yoga practice to start opening the body, getting the breath moving, getting into the shoulders, warming up the hips. Really open your chest when you get to your cobra here. Couple more rounds. When you get up to your next cobra, pause here. Let's inhale together in the center. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, turn and look left. Keep the shoulders open, chest open. Bring the head back to center. Look right. Inhale, center. Look left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Bring it back to center. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, tuck your toes under, press into down dog. And wiggle out your hips. Take a little movement, whatever feels good for you in your down dog. Move your head left to right. With an inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and roll it open to the side. Exhale, bring that leg back down to the earth. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hips. You can look under your left armpit, opening up the side body. And bring it back down. Look up between your hands and step or walk your feet up to meet your hands, finding your flat back here. Exhale, fold. Stay in your forward fold and wiggle your head a little bit left to right. You can take hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand. Bring it back to center. Release the hands down to the floor. Inhale, spread your arms out wide, rise all the way up to standing. Find your back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step or jump back into plank. Lower down to chaturanga. My knees are coming to the floor, elbows bend. And press back into child's pose. Hold your child's pose for a couple of breaths. Good. Inhale really deeply so the back of your heart rises towards the ceiling. Exhale out your mouth. Start to bring it up one vertebrae at a time, rolling it up. Come into seated on the knees. If you need to double up your mat or bring a blanket or anything under your knees to support it here, go ahead and do that. Bring your hands up to your shoulders. Fingertips wrap around the fronts of the shoulders, thumbs wrap around the back. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. So I'm curious how everyone else is doing, how you've been feeling. If you want to share anything in the comments or reach out to me after class, please do. I always love connecting with you. Keep twisting a few more times. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Again, this is getting into the internal organs, starting to give them a little squeeze, wringing them out. Inhale, center. Lift the elbows, drop the shoulders, and engage Mula Bandha, root lock. Exhale, release. Sit in stillness for a moment. I know there's a lot going on in the world, a lot of changes. And how do we stay consistent? How do we stay bright and shiny? How do we continue to be a light for both ourselves and others? These practices are an excellent way to do that. Release your knees out from underneath you. Bring the hands or the feet over to one side. Plant your hands, so my feet are to the left. My left hand is coming to the floor next to my feet, and then opposite arm comes up overhead, coming in for a side bend. Reaching towards the feet, opening up to the side body. Make any little adjustments with your head, your neck, to bring a stretch into the neck here as well. One more inhale here. Exhale, release. Bring the legs out in front of you. Let the feet hover a few inches off the floor. Lean back into a slightly reclined pose here. If you want to, you can drop one foot down and then the other. Otherwise, we're holding boat pose and start to pulse it out a little bit, just engaging the core, activating the core. Good, a few more. And then lower down, but keep the feet just a few inches off the floor. Don't let the shoulders touch, but extend the legs and the arms out straight. Hold, 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 and bring it back up to seated. Good. Bend the knees. Bring your feet over to the opposite side. So my feet are coming over to the right this time. Right hand plants down next to the feet, outside the feet, and then left arm sweeps up and overhead. Opening the side body here, feeling a nice stretch through the left side of the ribs. Let your head be heavy, falling down towards the low shoulder. Good. One more breath here and release. Cross the legs, coming into cross-legged pose. Easy seated pose, hands to the knees, lean to the left, sort of spiral around to the front and to the back. Keep both sides of the pelvis really planted into the floor. And use your breath to guide this movement. Keeping the pelvis planted in the floor to give us a firm foundation, a connection with the earth to stay very grounded, very rooted. Yeah. And then the spine is spiraling up out of that foundation. We give ourselves a place to rise from and reverse directions. Warming up our bodies before we go into our kriya this morning. Moving the energy, circulating the energy. And then bring it back to center. Inhale here. Take a deep breath. Exhale out the mouth. Sit in stillness for a moment. Do a little scan over your body. Starting at the top of the head and scanning down, and just take notice of anywhere you're holding on to any tension. Just noticing. Giving yourself this opportunity to check in, to slow down. Maybe you have your spots that you always know you carry your tension, that are always tight or tense. Or maybe there's somewhere new. Just bringing awareness to that space. Bring your hands to your knees. Or if you're in your chair or on your couch, just bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, drop them down. Really squeeze the shoulders up, drop them down. You can go slow with this, or for some reason today it's feeling good for me to go a little bit faster. So checking in for yourself, where does it feel good? Last time, inhale, really squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. Bring the chin down to the chest. Start to roll your head around to the right. Circling the head. Loosening up the neck. If you find a spot where it's really tight, pause there. Keep the shoulders dropped down. Breathe into anywhere where you need a little extra space, a little extra stretch. And then continue circling the head. Next time your chin comes to your chest, reverse directions. Good. So we're getting further along, entering into the age of Aquarius here. And these teachings, these practices of Kundalini Yoga were introduced to the West. They're ancient practices from India and beyond. I actually really believe that a lot of these practices come from ancient Egypt, from some of the more ancient wisdom keepers. But they're very ancient practices that came to the West in the late 1960s, 1969, 1970. Drop your chin towards your chest, interlace your fingers, and let them lightly rest on the back of your head for a little extra stretch here. And the reason these practices were brought to us at that time is because it was the Piscean age, but the Piscean age was coming to a close. And the teachers knew that this time, this age of Aquarius, this huge shift for humanity was coming. And they knew that we would need tools to be able to navigate these times. Release your hands, roll your chin up, look left, look right. Bring it back to center. Take a deep inhale, the deepest inhale you've taken yet. Suspend your breath and engage Mula Bandh. Squeeze and lift from your perineum, your sex organs, your lower abdomen. Bring your abdomen in, really tuck it in. Lift the sternum, bring your chin back. Lift like someone's lifting you from the top of the head and hold. Really sealing in our energy here, and then exhale, release. So these practices are a tool that were given to us to be able to navigate these times, to bring clarity to us, to know what we need to do, how we need to act, how can we stay connected with others, how can we be a good person. So when we activate our Kundalini energy, we get clarity, we get clear, and we get strong. So let's go into our kriya. We're doing a kriya today called the Apana kriya. It's a kriya for elimination. The first part of it, you're going to sit cross-legged if you can, hands come to the knees, and I hope you have an empty stomach for this. If you just ate a huge breakfast, or if you're finding this later and you just ate your big dinner, then just sit in stillness and do long, deep breathing for this. Otherwise, if you have an empty stomach, we're going to sit here. We're going to start to breathe in through the mouth. So you're sipping in air through a rounded mouth. Really fill yourself up. Keep going, keep going. Fill yourself up, drinking in as much air as you can into your stomach. A few more. Hold and start to rotate around. Rotate your rib cage around to the left, rolling your stomach to the left while you hold the inhale. When you get about halfway through your capacity of holding the inhale, reverse directions to the right. Rotate the stomach. This is excellent for digestion. You can do this twice each morning when you wake up on an empty stomach, and it's going to really, really support your digestive system. Come to the center, exhale. Inhale. Really sipping in air all the way down to your stomach. Fill yourself up. Hold. Rotate left. We're only doing this twice. This is the second time. Hold the breath. Rotate left. Switch directions. Rotate right. In yoga, the ancient teachings teach us that our health comes from within. So when we have healthy internal organs, healthy digestion, then the rest of our system will be clear and can operate. Bring it to center. And sit in stillness. So we're really focusing on our internal organs for this practice today. Gently release the cross of your legs. You can come into child's pose or baby pose. In child's pose, a lot of times we have our knees out wide, but this time I want you to keep them together underneath your body. And then bring your hips back to your heels. And then bring your forehead to the earth. And wrap your arms back along the sides of your body this time. This is why it's called baby pose. We're like a little baby here. Child's pose is a little more extended. This is baby pose. And now that you're here, keep your forehead on the earth and start to rock your hips left to right. Really make this a defined movement, as big of a movement as you can. And it's a very small movement actually, but make it feel big. Make it feel like, I'm gonna lift up so my voice isn't muffled. You make it feel like you have a 10,000 pound tail, like a huge lizard tail or a huge dinosaur tail, dragon tail, and you're sweeping it left and right and hitting the opposite sides of the room. And as you're doing this, you're going to feel your abdomen compressing onto your thighs, and your stomach is getting, your internal organs, your digestive tract is getting a little massage because of this movement and this compression. Hips swaying left to right. Feel the compression of the abdomen as you're folding over your legs. And let your breath follow naturally. Make the hips move left and right like you're wagging a huge tail. Stay with it. Yeah, good. This is also creating a nice compression on the thighs. So when we sit up, we'll get a good flush of fresh blood to the legs, to the pelvis. Yeah, just a couple more. Good. And release and come lying down on your back. Excellent. Good job. I know it seems like a lot of the things we do in Kundalini Yoga are somewhat strange, especially if they're isolated and you're just jumping onto YouTube and you see this chick doing these weird things and you're like, what is Kundalini Yoga? But with the science of it, with the technology, the ancient technology of Kundalini Yoga, it all adds up. It's like a really intricate math equation. And when we do these asanas and we do these movements and we do these breaths in a specific order, we get a specific outcome. I have never felt worse at the end of a Kundalini Yoga class than I felt at the beginning. I always feel elevated. I feel, expanded. So lay here and rest so that the movement that you've been doing for the abdomen can circulate. Let everything be soft, really letting go. Okay, we're going to stay lying on our back. And from here, legs are extended out long, arms are down by the sides. Unless you know that you need to support your low back, then lift your pelvis up slightly and tuck your hands, a little tripod underneath your pelvis to support your low back. Otherwise, our hands are down by the side. and lift your feet up off the ground so that your low back is compressed flat onto the floor, and your legs come into, you're lifting them about 3 feet up off the floor, so they're at this nice angle, and we're holding here with long, deep breathing. And we're here for a little while, so if you need to support yourself, tuck your hands under your pelvis. Your toes are pressing forward. And this exercise is to clean the gallbladder. So the gallbladder creates the bile that helps to flush and digest all of the fats out of our system. And a lot of people, including myself, have been having gallbladder issues, especially women. Long, deep breathing. Your legs might be starting to shake. Your core might be starting to shake. This is compressing the gallbladder to help it to flush and to help compress it to increase the flow, the intake. I'm sorry, what's the word I'm trying to find? The creation of the bile. Creating a compression here to really stimulate the creation of the bile in the gallbladder. Stay with it. We're here for a little while, so really breathe into it. Do your best. If you need to lower one leg down to support yourself, keep one leg up, but stay with it. This is where it can get a little challenging, friends. And it's easier at home to drop off and be like, oh, she doesn't see me. Actually, I'm going to look at my phone here for a couple minutes. But try to really be accountable to yourself with this practice so that you can get the full benefits. And I'll do the same. We have 30 more seconds. Oh, I want to set my legs down, but I'm going to do my best. You do your best too, yogis. Keep it up. You're doing great. Engage, engage, engage. Keep the low back pressing into the floor. We're almost there. Use your breath for the final 10 seconds. Awesome. You're doing great. We're almost there. Good. Release it down. And release. Just for a short break here. Good job. Relax. Let everything circulate. Bring, with your breath, the fresh energy to all parts of your body. Really let it circulate. Now, we're going to start to rock and roll along the spine. A lot of times we do this with our knees hugged into our chest, but you're going to keep your legs out straight. If you can, take hold of your feet and rock and roll along the length of your spine. Let your arms be long, legs be long, and rock and roll. This is circulating everything we are doing in the internal organs. It's compressing, really pressing into the gallbladder, the kidneys, and circulating energy. Our kidneys, which are near our back here, store fear. And when we massage them like this, we can help to release that fear, to move the energy. If you can keep your hands on your feet, do that. Otherwise, just grab your feet at whatever part of this you can, if you can. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Keep your legs extended straight. Keep your arms extended straight. I'm just starting to laugh a little bit here to myself, thinking about how I put myself on YouTube to do these ridiculous things in front of strangers. It's kind of humbling, actually. This is maybe the least sexy YouTube channel. But that's not what it's about. I'm here because I want to support you. I want to support myself. I want to elevate humanity. I want to be a bright light. I want you to all shine up your lights. And we do it with these seemingly crazy practices that produce results. Do a couple more. Good. And come up to seated. How are you feeling? You're feeling good? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling better than when I started already, for sure. Come up to seated. And we're going to distribute the pranic force that we've been creating, the life force energy that we've been activating. We're going to distribute it with the breath now. Just a really simple pranayama. As calmly as possible, just bring your left hand to your knee. Bring the right hand up to the face. Use the thumb to close off the right nostril. Inhale left. Bring the breath up towards the third eye point. Use the pinky to close off the left nostril. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close the thumb, release the pinky, exhale left. We're going to continue with our alternate nostril breathing here. Releasing the pinky, exhaling out the left. Inhale through the left nostril. Bring the breath up to the third eye point. Your eyes are closed. Jaw is relaxed, shoulders relax. Closing off the pinky, exhale right. Inhaling right when you're ready. Drawing the breath up to the third eye point. Exhale, releasing. Continue with the flow of your breath, this alternate nostril breathing, and feel your energy radiate throughout your body, bringing you health and life force energy. Sometimes we can be on our path in life, feeling really good and clear about where we're going, seeing our direction. And other times something happens, like a wind, a big gust of wind comes up through the trees and it kind of knocks us off our path, like sways us off the path, or maybe there's an obstacle in the path. And it can be easy to get a little off path sometimes. And these practices, showing up for Kundalini Yoga or meditation or any other type of yoga or spiritual practice, any ritual that feels good for you in your life, is what helps us to continue to see the path and to see the way around the obstacles, or maybe even see when we need to just sit down and take a break on the side of the path and then get up and start walking again when we're ready. Release the hand, bring the head to center. Interlace your hands about heart center here. And your fingers are interlaced and you're going to be creating a tension here, like you're trying to pull the hands apart. Keep them locked. Then just start turning your head left and right. Your breath is going to follow this naturally. Keep pulling the hands, creating some tension at the heart center. Kundalini energy is our creative life force energy that dwells within us. And it's that energy that helps us to see the way around the obstacles. The Kundalini energy is the light ahead in the distance that keeps us moving forward, keeps us open to new ideas, new ways of doing things. And Kundalini energy is that light within us that we activate with the breath, with the movements. We shine ourselves up so that we can be a lighthouse in the dark. Bring it to center. Take a deep inhale. Try to pull the hands apart. Drop the shoulders. Pull, pull, pull. And then exhale, release. Sit in stillness. Okay, we're almost there. How are you feeling? Extend your arms out straight. And begin to do some circles, big circles to the back. Almost like you're swimming or doing a backstroke. And we're taking this energy now and we're doing some energetic housekeeping in the aura. So we're strengthening the psychomagnetic field of the aura. Our energy can get kind of dense around us. It can get heavy and gray and condensed. And this is helping to break up, loosen any density in the energy around us, freeing it up and shining up, radiating our magnetic field. We're only doing this for 1 minute. Keep going. We're almost there. Big circling, rolling motion with the shoulders, the arms. Keep going. This is our final movement of our practice today. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Okay, almost there. Now get ready to listen clearly. We're going to bring this energy in really tightly and magnetize ourselves. So inhale deeply. Bend your elbows, bring your fingertips onto your shoulders, and hold the breath. Hold the breath, and the energy is circulating. The energy is circulating through you. Bring yourself in really tight, compressing this energy you've created. Now with the exhale, release the arms. Controlled exhale. And let the energy flow to all parts of your body. And feel refreshed. Sit in stillness. Let the energy flow to all parts of your body. A wave of fresh energy, of newness, of light. Let it flow to all parts of your body. Feel refreshed. Wow, I'm glad I showed up for this practice today. Thank you for giving me a reason to show up, yogis. I hope you feel really good too. I hope you feel well. All your loved ones are well. Sit in stillness and let this energy circulate. Eyes are closed, gaze focused at the third eye point so you can really go within and see if you can find a peace. See if you can find an internal peace. And let that peace radiate. Be at ease. Be at ease. Sometimes we try to force things, make things happen by putting out so much effort. Now, in this moment, let yourself be at ease so that all you need can come to you. Gently, gently, gracefully come lying down on your back for our Shavasana. Thanks for being here. Rosa Maria, Paige, Pagina, all the yogis that are joining for this class, thank you so much for being here, for transforming yourselves. Come lying down on your back and let everything go. You can let out a sigh and exhale, let some sound escape. And let that energy circulate through your entire body. Be refreshed. Be renewed. Be soft and at ease. Stay in your Shavasana. Let everything go. I'm going to chant the mantra to remove obstacles. Apsai hoa, Sachada sachadoa. Apsai hoa, Sachada sachadoa. Har, har, har. Apsai hoa, Sachada sachadoa. Apsai hoa, Sachada sachadoa. Har, 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 har. Apsai hoa, Sachada sachadoa. Har, 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 har. Start to bring a little movement into your body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Take any movement that feels good for you. Maybe you want to stretch out long. Hug your right knee into the chest and then bring it across your body, coming into a twist. Let your breath be deep. And reverse directions. So bring the knee back in to center. Release it down. Hug the left knee or the opposite knee into the chest. And then bring it across the body. Finding your twist. Bring it back to center. Either roll onto one side and just rest there for a moment, or start to rock and roll along the length of your body. We'll come up to meet and seated to seal up our practice here. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Rub the palms together. And bring your hands to this place of heart-centered balance, Anjali Mudra. Press your thumbs into your sternum. And we'll end by singing the Long Time Sunshine song one time. You can join me in singing it or just listen and let it be a blessing that washes over you and through you. And let this be a blessing for all beings, for anyone who's struggling, for anyone who's feeling angry or upset or sad or fearful. May we all find our way around that and our way forward. Let's inhale together to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale deeply one more time. And let a long sat and a short nam ring out to close our practice. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for sharing this experience with me today. I appreciate all of you so much. If any of you are interested in joining us in person, the Wahe Crew offers a couple retreats each year. You can post in the comments if you'd like to get on our newsletter. You can look at the wahecrew.com. It's wahecrew.com to find out about our yoga retreats. And if you feel inspired by this class, you're welcome to donate for the class on Venmo. Thank you so much. Have a really beautiful day. Be blessed. Be a light. Smile at a stranger today. See what happens. Okay, take good care. See you in a couple of weeks.